Never Death Row Production. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Tyson, the next heavyweight champion of the world.
Alrighty guys, what's going on? Welcome on back. It's the Empire. I'm your host Risky. Happy Friday to all. It is April 17th. Looking back at yesterday, the Rockies come through for us. We hit on our ladder play. It could have been so much of a better day had the damn Yankees came through for us. But you guys already know the rules. It's on to the next one. We got a full slate of baseball on tap here today. Guys, do not forget at the end of the video, the 3 bets I'll be placing here today. With all of that being said, let's jump into it. Alright, first game up, we got the Mets in Chicago taking on the Cubs. Kodai Senga on the mount for the Mets. Cabrera on the mount for the Cubs. Looking at Kodai Senga here on the mount for the Mets, coming off of a terrible start last week against the Athletics. 2 innings pitched, 7 runs allowed. Today he's going to be seeing a Cubs lineup that comes into this game, batting .247 versus right-handed pitching. The Cubs in their last 6 games, they're batting .270 as a team. They've been hitting the ball a bit better of late. Looking at this matchup here today, the individual matchup, the biggest thing, Kodai Senga throws that forkball. None of these Cubs have ever seen him before, have ever seen the forkball. That's going to be an interesting thing to pay attention to. But Senga's other 2 primary pitches, that slider and the fastball, I can see a few of these Cubs getting to him in this game today, especially the left-handed bats. He's going to see at least 4 left-handed bats. Kodai Senga has bad splits versus lefties. On the other side, we got Cabrera. Started off the season very good. His last start against the Marlins, he got roughed up. 5 innings pitched, 4 runs allowed. Today, he's going to be seeing a Mets lineup. They've been terrible against, offensively, period, for the whole year. Against right-handed pitching, they're batting .192. In their last 6 games, the Mets are batting just .205. In this game today, with Cabrera on the mount, Cabrera last year, he saw the Mets, the last time he saw the Mets last year, 5 scoreless innings pitched. In this game today, looking at the individual matchup, there is 2 guys that really match up well against them. Cabrera's a ground ball pitcher, throws the curveball, slider, and sinker most of the time. Vientos and Lindor really match up well against them. Both of the bullpens are in good shape. They both had off yesterday. Mets bullpen 3.60 ERA, the Cubs bullpen at 4. Get into the picks in this one. The Cubs are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them here on the money line. The game total set at 10.5. There's 13 mile per hour winds blowing straight from the diamond to left field. I still like the under 10.5 runs. I just don't see this Mets lineup producing enough runs to get to that number, as well as I don't see the Cubs putting up that much runs on Kodai Senga or the Mets bullpen. So I like the under 10.5 total runs. For the player prop, it's PCA P. Croce Armstrong to hit a home run. He matches up very well against Kodai Senga. Senga throws that slider up and away to left-handed pitcher to hitters, and that's a perfect spot, a sweet spot for P. Croce Armstrong. Up next, we got the Braves in Philadelphia taking on the Phillies. The left-handed pitcher Perez on the mount for the Braves. Taijuan Walker on the mount for the Phillies. Looking at Martin Perez here on the mount for the Braves, he's looked decent through his first 2 starts this year. Today, he's going to be seeing a Phillies lineup that has not been hitting left-handed pitching well at all to start off the year. They're batting .198 against left-handed pitching. The only guy I see Perez really having to worry about pitching around is Trey Turner at the top of that lineup. The Braves bullpen come into this game as one of the best bullpens in Major League Baseball, a .260 ERA. On the other side, going against the Braves today, Taijuan Walker of the Phillies, he's looked terrible to start off the year. 3 starts, 12 innings pitched, 10 runs allowed. He's not looked good at all. He's going to be seeing a Braves lineup that's red hot hitting wise. They're batting .275 overall on this season. In their last 6 games, they're batting .260. So this team is hitting the ball very well. The other side, the Phillies bullpen, they got good numbers. They've looked decent. That last series against the Cubs, though, every time the bullpen showed up in the game, they were giving up runs. Get into the picks in this one. It is a pick'em spot. There is a 30 cents difference. The Phillies are the favorites, and we're playing the road dogs here. Give me the Atlanta Braves on the money line. The game total set at 9.5. I like the under in this one. For the player prop, only one player prop. It's Michael Harris of the Braves for 2 total bases. All right, up next, we got the Giants in Washington taking on the Nationals. Logan Webb on the mound for the Giants. Zach Littell on the mound for the Nats. Looking at Logan Webb here to start off the season, he's looked absolutely terrible. Comes in through 4 starts with an ERA of close to 5.30. In this game here today, he's going to be seeing one of the best offensive teams in baseball in the Nationals. They're batting .272 as a team. Last 6 games, they're batting .280 as a team. They've been red hot hitting the ball. The big thing with this game is, of course, guys, it's going to come down to this bullpen. I can see the Nationals getting a few runs off of Logan Webb. I can see Zach Littell going out there, giving up 1 or 2 runs. Then this Nationals bullpen's going to come in. We saw in yesterday's game, they could not stop letting runs score. The Pirates were able to come back, stretch it into overtime. The Nationals did win that game, though. That is the one thing about this game I'm paying attention to. Is this Giants team capable of putting up runs? They're just batting .220 as a team. Hitting wise, they looked absolutely terrible in that Red Series. Get into the picks in this game. The Giants, the way I project this to come out, the Giants will get 1 or 2 runs off of Zach Littell, and then they'll be able to score off of this Nationals bullpen here today. The Giants bullpen on the other side, very good shape. They come in with a 3.90 ERA. They had the day off yesterday, so they're well rested. Get into the picks. The Giants are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total set at 8, and I like the over in this one. For the player prop, 1 Giant is all I'm taking here. It's Rafael Devers to have 2 total bases. On after that, we got the Rays in Pittsburgh taking on the Pirates. Nick Martinez on the mound for the Rays. Bubba Chandler on the mound for the Pirates. Nick Martinez here on the mound for the Rays, off to a very good start this season. His last 2 starts, 10 innings pitched against the Twins and the Yankees. 10 innings pitched, only 2 runs allowed. Today he's going to be seeing a Pittsburgh Pirates lineup that's been hitting the ball very well. They're batting .262. Their last 6 games, this Pirates lineup is batting .270 as a team. Looking at the matchup for Nick Martinez here today, I can see this Pirates lineup getting to him. Martinez has bad splits versus left-handed bats. He's going to see at least 4 lefties in this lineup here today. On top of that, those left-handed bats he will see match up very well against them. On the other side, we got Bubba Chandler on the mound for the Pirates. He's got roughed up his last 2 starts. In his last 2 starts, 10 innings pitched, 6 runs allowed. Today, he's going to be seeing a Tampa Bay Rays lineup that's been hitting the ball well, is very good as well. They're batting .270 in their last 6 games, .250 overall in the season. On top of that, the big thing, the big determining factor in this game here today, guys, is going to be the bullpen situation for the Pirates. Yesterday, they played against the Nationals. Their bullpen got lit up. A bunch of arms got used. In this game here today, I like the Rays bullpen much better than the Pittsburgh Pirates. So even though both of these starting pitchers give up runs early, I think the Rays bullpen comes in and does a good job late. Get into the picks in this one. The Pittsburgh Pirates are the betting odd favorites in this game here today, and I'm playing the Road Dogs. Give me the Tampa Bay Rays on the money line. The game total set at 8.5. I like the over in this one. For the player prop, I'm taking 1 Ray, 1 Pirate. Give me Jonathan Aranda to hit a home run in this game of the Tampa Bay Rays, and give me Bubba Chandler, the starting pitcher of the Pirates, to go under his strikeouts line, under 4.5 Ks. Up next, we got the Royals in New York taking on the Yankees. Michael Wacha on the mound for the Royals. Cam Schlittler on the mound for the Yankees. Looking at Michael Wacha here on the mound for the Royals, off to a dominant start this year. 21 innings pitched through 3 starts, only 1 run allowed. Today, he's going to be seeing a Yankees lineup that comes into this game batting just .222 on the season. But in their last 6 games, they're batting .267 with 8 home runs. Still playing here at Yankee Stadium. Last season, when this Yankees team saw Michael Wacha, they got to him for 4 runs in 5 innings. Doing the individual player matchup, player breakdown, Michael Wacha throws the fastball, changeup, and slider. Those are his 3 main pitches he throws. There is a bunch of Yankees that match up very well against him. I can see this Yankees team getting to him here today. The other big thing for this game, it's going to be this Kansas City Royals bullpen. Yesterday, we were talking about it, how bad the bullpen's been this year, how bad the bullpen is in their road games. Here at Yankee Stadium, today. The Royals bullpen got used up in that Detroit game yesterday. I do not like this spot for the Royals bullpen. On the other side, we got Cam Schlittler. He's looked good to start off the year. His last start, he didn't look too good, though. He got roughed up, 5 innings pitched, 3 runs allowed. In this game today, he's going to be seeing a Kansas City Royals team who's batting just .225 versus right-handed pitching. The Royals, in their last 6 games, just batting .210 as a team. In this game today, get into the picks here. The Yankees are the betting odd favorites, and I'm playing them on the run line. The game total set at 8.5. I do like the under in this one. I see this as a 5-2 game where the Yankees win. On to the player props. I'm taking 2 New York Yankees here. Give me Bellinger for 2 total bases. Schlittler, the starting pitcher of the Yankees, to go over his strikeouts line, over 5.5 Ks. Up next, we got the Tigers in Boston taking on the Red Sox. The right-handed pitcher Cody Mize on the mound for the Tigers. The left-handed pitcher Ranger Suarez on the mound for the Red Sox. Getting into this one, guys, this was a very intriguing game to break down. The first thing I'm looking at here, the books has the Boston Red Sox as the favorites in this one. They're the betting odd favorites. And doing the whole game breakdown, I really don't see why it's like that. I do understand 2 big caveats. This Detroit Tigers numbers drop against left-handed pitching. The Detroit Tigers overall play drops when they're on the road. But for this season, we're looking at small numbers, small sample size of numbers. Last year, yeah, the team didn't hit left-handed pitching as well as right-handed pitching, but they were still a top 15 team versus left-handed pitching. They weren't as good in the home games on the road, but they were still above 500 on the road. This isn't a team that I'm expecting to keep these same trends going. Looking at the individual matchup for Ranger Suarez against this Tigers lineup, there's a bunch of guys that could get to him in this one. Torkelson, Dingler, Baez, Torres. There's a bunch of Tigers that could really get to him in this game here today. On the other side, we got Cody Mize. He's coming off a very good start against the Miami Marlins. Only 1 run allowed in 5 innings pitched. The Marlins is batting .270, .267 as a team. This Boston Red Sox team is batting just .218. I can see Cody Mize coming out here today, having success. Last season when he saw this Red Sox lineup, he pitched 5 innings, only gave up 1 run. Both of the bullpens come into this one in shape. The Tigers bullpen's in good shape, even though they played yesterday. Get into the picks in this game. The Red Sox are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing the road dogs here. Give me the Detroit Tigers on the money line. The game total set at 8, and I like the under in this one. For the player prop, 2 Detroit Tigers. Give me Torres to have 2 total bases. Mize to go over his strikeouts line, over 4.5 Ks. Up next, we got the Cincinnati Reds in Minnesota taking on the Twins. The left-handed pitcher Williamson on the mound for the Reds. The right-handed pitcher Joe Ryan on the mound for the Twins. Looking at Williamson here on the mound for the Reds, he had 1 good start this year against the Marlins. Other than that, he got stomped on by the Pirates and the Angels. Here today, he's going to be seeing the Minnesota Twins. They're batting .275 versus left-handed pitching. They've been obliterating left-handed pitchers in the last 2 weeks. Here today against Williamson, a guy who comes in with an ERA above 7, with a pitch mix that does not match up well against this Minnesota Twins lineup. I can see him getting lit up in this one. The Reds had to play yesterday. Their bullpen is still in good shape. So I don't see the Twins putting up runs all game. It'll probably be early. On the other side, we got Joe Ryan here today. He got roughed up in his last start in Toronto against the Blue Jays. I could see him bouncing back here today, having a good start against a Reds team who's only batting .202 versus right-handed pitching. We saw yesterday they struggled versus Landon Rupp. Here today, the Twins bullpen, they're shaky at best. They're mediocre. I could see the Reds, after Joe Ryan comes out this game, the Reds getting a few runs off this Twins bullpen. Get into the picks in this game, guys. The Minnesota Twins are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them here on the money line. The game total set at 8, and I like the over in this one. For the player props, 2 Twins. Give me Byron Buxton to hit a home run. Joe Ryan, the starting pitcher, to go over his strikeouts line, over 6.5 Ks. On after that, guys, we got the Los Angeles Dodgers in Colorado taking on the Rockies. Tyler Glasnow on the mound for the Dodgers. Shagano on the mound for the Rockies. The first thing I'm looking at here, guys, is that yesterday the Dodgers were actually already in Colorado. The Rockies were out in Houston playing the Astros, traveling back home here today. the Dodgers are actually have the home field advantage technically because they got the rest and be there without travel. Glass now on the mound for the Dodgers. He's looked sharp to start off the season. He's going to be seeing a Rockies team. There's two guys that really match up well against him. That's Moniak and Goodman. Other than that, I could see him having success here today. The Dodgers bullpen is in very good shape this season. A 3.10 ERA. On the other side, you got Shigano. Shigano's a very good pitcher. Off to a very good start. He's a ground ball pitcher. Last season, when he saw this Dodgers lineup, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 6 runs to that team. Getting straight to it here, guys. I can see this game going exactly like the last time Shigano played the Dodgers. Him letting up a bunch of runs. Yesterday, it was a bullpen day for the Rockies. They had to use a bunch of arms. Their bullpen is a bit compromised coming into this game. Getting to the picks, the Dodgers are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them here on the money line. The game total set at 9.5, and I do like the under in this one. For the player prop, only one player prop. It's Freddie Freeman of the Dodgers for 2 total bases. Up next, we got the San Diego Padres in Los Angeles taking on the Angels. Matt Waldron on the mound for the Padres. Soriano on the mound for the Angels. Waldron here on the mound for the Padres, making his season debut. Hasn't pitched in the majors since last year, June. He's a knuckleball pitcher, mixes in a fastball that tops out around 88 miles per hour. I hate this spot for him today to make his season debut, playing an Angels lineup. I know they're traveling back home, but they played yesterday afternoon. This game doesn't get played till like 10 o'clock at night. I don't worry about the rest spot here for the Angels. They're red hot hitting wise. They're in the last 6 games, this Angels team is batting .305. They've been killing it. Here today, seeing Matt Waldron, I can see him putting up some runs on him. Yeah, the Padres bullpen is the best bullpen in Major League Baseball. So after Waldron leaves this game, I think the runs will probably stop there. But on the other side, you have Soriano on the mound for the Angels. He's probably been the best starting pitcher in Major League Baseball up to this point this season. He's been dominant through his first 4 starts, seeing a Padres lineup that he matches very well up against. He is a ground ball pitcher, but he's one of these hybrid ground ball pitchers that get strikeouts. I like this spot here today for Soriano to be successful. The Angels bullpen is worrisome, but the amount of runs that I see the Angels getting off of Waldron, how many runs I don't see the Padres getting off of Soriano, I like this spot here today for the Angels, who, when we look at the betting odds, are the betting odd favorites, and we're playing them here on the money line. The game total set at 8.5, and I like the under in this one. For the player props, 2 Angels. Give me Neto to have 2 total bases. Soriano to go over his strikeouts line over 5.5 Ks. Up next, we got the Blue Jays in Toronto taking on the D-backs. Left-handed pitcher Eric Lauer on the mound for the Jays. Right-handed pitcher Michael Soroka on the mound for the D-backs. Eric Lauer here on the mound for the Jays. He has not looked good to start off this season. His last start, he got stomped out by the Twins. Here today, he's going to be seeing a Diamondbacks lineup that's batting .280 versus left-handed pitching. On the other side, we got Michael Soroka. He's in the time machine to start off this season. He's looking like the ace that he used to be years ago. Looking at this game here today for the Blue Jays, there is a few guys that do match up well against Michael Soroka. That's Vlad Jr. and Varsho. But other than that, I could see him coming out here today, having success. This game today is going to be dictated by one thing, and that's both of these bullpens. Both of these bullpens are terrible. Both of them come into this game with an ERA above .470. I could see both of them letting up a few runs. In this game today, getting straight to the picks here, the Diamondbacks are the betting odd favorites, and I believe in Michael Soroka holding off the Diamondbacks. Michael Soroka holding off the Blue Jays more than Eric Lauer holding off this D-backs lineup. That's going to be my biggest determining factor. So the Diamondbacks are the betting odd favorites here, and I like them on the money line. The game total set at 9. I like the over 9 total runs in this one. For the player prop, 2 Diamondbacks. Give me Marte to hit a home run. Soroka to go over his strikeouts line over 4.5 Ks. Up next, guys, we got the White Sox in Sacramento taking on the Athletics. Davis Martin gets the start for the White Sox. Savali on the mound for the Athletics. Breaking down this game, guys, we got 2 starting pitchers that off to very good starts this year, off to surprisingly good starts this year. Davis Martin, seeing this Athletics team, one thing that I worry about, he's going to see at least four left-handed bats, maybe five. He has terrible splits versus lefties. On the other side, we got Aaron Savale. He's off to a very good start this season. The big thing with him is he hasn't made no starts in this small ballpark here in Sacramento. Today, seeing a White Sox team that doesn't really hit for contact but does hit for power, that is something he's going to have to worry about. The biggest determining factor here today, guys, is going to be the both of these bullpens. The Athletics bullpen actually comes into this game in much better shape. On the year, they have a 5.20 ERA. On the other side, we have a White Sox bullpen that has a 6.15 ERA. On top of that, that White Sox bullpen is highly taxed from the game with the Rays yesterday. Getting straight to the picks in this one, guys. The Athletics are the betting odds favorites in this game, and we're playing them on the money line. The game total set at 9.5. I like the under in this game today. For the player props, 2 Athletics. Give me Nick Kurtz to hit a home run. Savale, the starting pitcher of the Athletics, to go over his line over 3.5 Ks. Final game of the day, we got the Rangers in Seattle taking on the Mariners. DeGrom on the mound for the Rangers. Gilbert on the mound for the Mariners. Alright, looking at this matchup here today, we got 2 good starting pitchers on the mound. DeGrom coming off a very good start against the Dodgers, 7 shutout innings. You got Gilbert on the other side. He's been getting roughed up to start off this season. When I look at both of these 2 starting pitchers past history numbers against the lineups they're seeing, they've both gotten lit up by the opposing team. Last season, DeGrom, 10 innings pitched against the Seattle Mariners team, he's let up 5 runs. On the other side, you got Gilbert. Last year, he pitched 13 innings against this Rangers lineup. He let up 6 runs. Both of these pitchers today, when I do the individual player breakdown, I could see them both letting up 2 runs in this game here today. The big determining factor is going to be the bullpen situation. Both of these teams played yesterday. The Rangers bullpen got heavily taxed in that game against the Athletics. I like the spot the Seattle Mariners bullpen is in here today. On top of that, when I do the individual player breakdown, there is a lot more bats that I worry about for DeGrom versus Gilbert on that Rangers side versus the Rangers. Get into the picks here, guys. The Seattle Mariners are the betting odd favorites in this game, and I like them here today on the money line. The game total set at 6.5. I could see this being a 5-3 game today. I like the over 6.5 total runs. For the player props, 2 Seattle Mariners. Give me Cal Raleigh to hit a home run in this game. Gilbert, the starting pitcher of the Mariners, to go over his strikeouts line over 6.5 Ks. Alrighty, guys, before we get up out of here, the 4 bets we'll be placing here today ourselves. The first bet will be our ladder play. Yesterday, our $20 bet on the Rockies came through for us. It won us $53.20. Today, we'll be wagering that on that Tampa Bay Rays Pittsburgh Pirates game total to go over 8.5 total runs. We're getting it plus 100, so we'll double our money here if this hits for us. I'm really confident in this bet hitting. They have it at plus money. I think it's because of Nick Martinez off to a good start this year. This is a guy I'm expecting heavy regression from. 2 lineups that are hitting the ball crazy right now. Bubba Chandler on the mount for the Pirates. 10 innings pitched in his last 2 starts, 6 runs given up, then 2 terrible bullpens. I like this over 8.5 total runs. I see this being a 6-4 game where the Rays win. The next bet we'll be placing here today, guys, is a 3-leg home run parlay. I like all these guys' odds to go yard here today. The first player is Jonathan Aranda of the Tampa Bay Rays. Then we're going to take Byron Buxton of the Minnesota Twins. And the final player is Marte of the Arizona Diamondbacks. And after that, I have a 3-leg parlay that I really like here today. It's the Chicago Cubs on the money line, the New York Yankees on the run line, and the Detroit Tigers on the money line. And the final bet of the day is going to be another 3-leg parlay where we take the Padres Angels game total to go under 8.5 total runs, the Athletics on the money line, and the Texas Rangers Seattle Mariners game total to go over 6.5 total runs. Once again, guys, before we get up out of here, I just want to send my salutes out to you all. You guys know I appreciate you all. I respect you all. It's Friday. Let's get our weekend started right. I hope we all win some money today, and I'm going to catch you on the next one.